What's going on, guys? My name is JJ Certified, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be doing our first ranking video of the channel, and today we are going to be ranking every perk in Call of Duty Zombies from worst to best. Now, from the get-go, I will point out that we are not doing Tombstone Soda or Who's Who because they never appear in customs and they are trash. If you had my opinion, though, Who's Who is worse than Tombstone. But just assume they're at the bottom. So, yeah, let's get on to it. So coming in at our number 13 spot, we have Double Tap 1.0. Now this perk, it was one of the original four. You know, when Devrooked came out, there were 4 original perks, and Double Tap was one of them, and Double Tap is terrible, and I'm going to tell you why. Because the literal only thing it does is it increases your fire rate. That is all it does. It has no other advantage. You could literally pick any other perk over this one because Double Tap to 1.0 is just so bad, and 2.0 really gave it a fresh outlook that makes it just so much better. But Double Tap 1.0 in the old games, and whenever I see it in customs, it's so bad. I never get this perk. It's not worth it. Coming in at our number 12 spot, we have Co-op Quick Revive. Now, as you may know, Quick Revive has 2 different uses, one for co-op and one for solo. Solo Quick Revive is so good, and I'll explain why later, but co-op Quick Revive, basically all it does is it allows you to revive downed players faster. So let's say you're in a game, right? And this guy, you know, he's not that good, and he goes down, and you're like, shoot, I need him because he has like a wonder weapon or something, or you just want to be the nice guy and get him up. If you have co-op Quick Revive, you need to sprint over there, and it will revive him at, I think it's like twice the rate, but yeah, it just revives people faster. I mean, it's only good if you're playing with bad players, let's be honest, and yeah, it's just a weird perk. I'd rather pick any other perk over this one, except Double Tap 1, of course. But, you know, I mean, it's got its advantages, but it's just not something I would get in a normal setting. Coming in at our number 11 spot, and this might be a shock to some of you, we have Vulture Aid. Now, hear me out, right? So, Vulture Aid, to start off with, it has 3 different uses, okay? One use is it produces this, like, green gas that if you kill a zombie that's got the green gas around him, and you step inside the green gas, the zombies will ignore you, they'll run away from you, which is pretty cool. The other 2 uses, it will drop ammo, and points just on the ground, little bags, you kind of pick them up, and then, in Black Ops 2, it allows you to see through the map and see other, like, you know, where all the perks and pack-a-punch and our stuff. It's kind of cool. Here's the problem. Vulture Aid on custom maps is broken. Half the time, it doesn't even do what it's supposed to do, and it's a broken perk in general. Every once in a while, you'll find a map that Vulture Aid works, you know, pretty well. It's got the green gas, it's got the pouches and all that, but Vulture Aid never allows you to see through the walls, the green gas doesn't work all the time, it's a weird, buggy perk on customs, and I do play customs, and I'm ranking this based on that. So, yeah, that's why I had to put Vulture Aid so low. Coming in at our number 10 spot, we're getting into the top 10, we have Electric Cherry. Now, Electric Cherry is actually, it's a pretty decent perk, and it's even better if you get it in a certain custom maps. I'll explain, but basically, Electric Cherry, what it does is, whenever you reload your gun, it does this lightning effect all around you, and if a zombie happens to be in that lightning, they take electric damage, which is really cool, and in some cases will stun zombies, it will sometimes kill zombies if you're on low rounds, and it's pretty cool. It's just a safety mechanism against reloading, and I really like it. Now, in some custom maps, it doesn't work so well, it's kind of why it's low, but like, really, who needs a reload mechanism, like a reload defense, if you've got Speed Cola? I mean, let's be honest, Speed Cola, choose it over Electric Cherry every single time. That's kind of why Electric Cherry is so low. There's so many perks that are better, and yeah. Coming in at our number 9 spot, we have PhD Flopper. Now, before I get the haters coming at me saying, bro, but PhD is the best perk ever, let me explain. PhD, it's so good, but it's so limited compared to so many other perks. PhD Flopper is one of the only perks that only helps you on certain guns. I mean, let's be honest, basically what PhD does is it eliminates explosive damage. You don't take explosive damage. You don't take fall damage, and if you are to dolphin dive, It creates an explosion effect that really isn't all that good. And let's be honest, in customs, Dolphin Dive doesn't work so well. The only thing that I would say this is like great for is something like Octagonal Ascension, where it's like, if you fall, like, it's game over unless you have this perk, and it's great for like ray gun and other explosive guns, but I put it this low because it's just so limited compared to every perk. Coming in at our number 8 spot, we have Mule Kick. Now, Mule Kick, what it allows you to do is, usually in zombies you have 2 guns. Mule Kick allows you to take a 3rd gun in like a 3rd slot. And I would say, and I think most of you would agree with me, Mule Kick is right where it belongs. Let's be honest. It's not good and it's not bad. It's really just kind of in the middle, you know? And it's like, it doesn't give you any special ability, it just gives you another gun, more ammo. But if you picked the right guns in your slot, you wouldn't even need this perk. The only reason I've put it higher than like other stuff is because when you get those maps that there's like tons of wonder weapons and you want them all, Mule Kick really becomes your hero because you can get all 3 guns that you might want. Like, if Mule Kick was a Mob of the Dead, let's be honest, everyone would buy it every single game because you can get an AK-47, you can get a Ray Gun 2.0, you can get a Blundergat. Like, you could get all 3 of those guns, but you just have to settle for 2? I mean, that's where Mule Kick really shines, but for the most part, I mean, it's just another gun. Like, you should be able to survive on 2. Coming in at our number 7 spot, we have Solo Quick Revive. Now, you know how I said that Quick Revive has 2 different effects, one on co-op where you revive the player faster? This is Solo Quick Revive. Now, you may be surprised that I put it this low, but I'll explain. Basically, what Solo Quick Revive does is if you down in solo, it will give you these guns, you get to shoot around, and it will pick you back up, it will revive you, it gives you a second chance. Now there's a reason I put it in this spot. While it is a great perk, it's only good if you're a not so good player. You know what I mean? Like, if you had other perks, you would have the means to survive longer and not go down at all. This is just, oh, just in case I go down. When if you were actually good at the game, you would just complete your thing and not need this at all. So, I mean, that's why it is, and sometimes the guns are buggy when you go down, they don't work, and in certain cases when you go down, the zombies will clump around you, which doesn't really make any sense to me, but it's just, that's customs for you, and yeah, that's why I had to put Quick Revive in the spot it is, but I think some of you would agree with me. Coming in at our number 6 spot, and this will be a shock to some of you, we have Deadshot Daiquiri. Now, you may be thinking, wait, but Luke, Deadshot Daiquiri is trash. I disagree. I beg to differ. In customs, Deadshot is a lot better than you think. Basically, what Deadshot Daiquiri tends to do in customs is it will give you a laser point at the end of your gun. Now think about it. In order to be accurate and get those headshots and stuff like that, you usually have to aim. And when you're aiming, you go slow, you can't turn as well, your dexterity just plummets when you have to aim. When you have a laser point, you can keep going as fast as a normal player and still get those headshots, still get those extra points, get those extra kills, you know? And that is so important in my book. It's such a good perk on custom because it just gives you that laser sight and you can go to normal speed and still get those headshots, still get those points. I mean, it's beautiful. Now that we're getting into the top 5, things are really gonna get good. Coming in at our number 5 spot, we have Stamina Up. Stamina Up, such a good perk. It basically, all it does is it makes you go faster and increases your sprint duration. This, and it is so amazing on custom, so cool. You get to go so fast, you get to zoom out of situations, and because you're in World at War customs, the zombies are a little slower to hit you, and so having this extra speed to just brush past them and not have to take that hit is just amazing. Let's say you're in a corner, if you've got the right gun to spray, you can just find that corner, blast it, get out of there, and it is beautiful. Let's say you have to do a complex Easter egg step that requires you to go fast or something like that, something kind of like Origins. Stamina Up is essential. I mean, it's such a good perk, but it's only at the number 5 slot because there are better things to come. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have Double Tap 2.0, the bigger, better brother who gets all the girls while Double Tap 1 is left to be bullied. Double Tap 2 is such a good perk. Now, let's think about Double Tap 1, right? All it does is increase your fire rate. Double Tap 2 does that. However, Double Tap 2 has something on its side that Double Tap 1 just doesn't have. For every bullet that you shoot with Double Tap 2, it shoots 2 bullets. So in layman's terms, Double Tap 2 doubles your gun damage. What? Double gun damage? That is crazy. That is crazy that you can just straight up double your damage, right? Let's say you've got an MP40 and you're like, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good gun. And then you get Double Tap 2 and the MP40 just becomes like celestial. Like, it is such a good gun. And it's the same with any other gun because Double Tap 2 doubles its damage. Like, it's such a good perk. It's like Pack-a-Punch, but for 2,000. It's like, it's beautiful. Coming in at our number 3 spot, and this is going to be a shock to a lot of you, we have Juggernog. So what Juggernog does is, when you're in normal zombies, right, you only have 2 hits and you go down, right? In some cases you have 3 hits, but you know, you have 2 hits usually. What Juggernog does is it doubles those amount of hits. So if you have to go down in 2 hits, it gives you 4 hits. And that is just amazing, being able to get out of situations. But the reason I put it at number 3 spot, because there are 2 perks that are better. But yeah, Juggernog is just, it's a straightforward perk. It's your go-to. It's like, you gotta get in the game and you're like, okay, I gotta figure out where Juggernog and the power is. Like, you know? Like, it's such a simple perk, but it's so effective. And, you know, you gotta get it every time. Coming in at our number 2 spot, and this is gonna be a shock to everyone, we have Speed Cola. Now, you may be thinking, wait, Luke, how the heck do you think Speed Cola is better than Juggernog? Hear me out. Let's say you're in a situation where you're in a hallway and zombies are coming from both sides of you. And you've got this gun, and you're like, yeah, I'm about to kill these guys. Well, they're on both sides of you. If they hit you twice in front and twice in back, you're dead no matter what. And now let's say you've got that gun, right? You shoot all the zombies on one side, kind of press forward, reload quick, and shoot all the guys on the other side, right? If you had to reload in the middle and you just had Juggernog, you'd be dead anyway because all you did was just prolong the amount of time it took you to die. Speed Cola increases your reload time, and it's such a good perk on custom. My goodness, it's such, like, reloading is such a problem on zombies, but Speed Cola takes care of that. Like that LMG that you're like, I really want that, but the reload time is so big. No problem, sir. Get Speed Cola, and that reload will be in a few frames, guaranteed. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in at our number 1 spot, the best perk in Call of Duty Zombies, in my opinion, we have Widow's Wine. Oh my gosh. Talk about Juggernog on steroids. So Juggernog, right, it gives you those 4 hits, right? In retrospect, Widow's Wine gives you 5. So hear me out. When you get Widow's Wine, it gives you these 3 little grenades, right? And what they do is you can throw the grenades, right, and they'll spew a little spidery thing that entraps zombies. But let's say that a zombie hits you. If a zombie hits you, one of these grenades automatically discharges and hurts. It basically entraps all of the zombies around you. And what's great is the zombie doesn't even hurt you when it hits you. He just hurts one of the grenades. The grenade goes off. He's entrapped. You can get out of there easy street. I mean, this perk is so good. And the problem is so rare on World at War Customs, but when you get it, my gosh, is it good. This perk is just so amazing. And I mean, it's just better than any other perk. Get this perk every single time if you're in a custom World at War map that has this. But yeah. I just want to thank you guys for taking time out of your wonderful day to watch this video. It took me a lot of work to make this, and I would appreciate it greatly if you were to hit that subscribe button, join the Jive Club. If you could hit that like button, tell me that you liked the video. You know, go down in the link below the description and you will see a link to my Discord. That is oh so important because that is how I announce things, that is how I talk to you guys. And yeah, another reminder, if you are a custom World at War modder, please reach out to me in the comments or on Discord. I am looking for World at War modders to join my team because I want to play your guys' beta maps. I want to get my maps made. I mean, I am telling you, it is gonna be great if you join the Jive Club. Like, it's just gonna be great. But yeah, please leave a comment below. This video is all my opinion, so I mean, don't take any of this as truth. But yeah, just if you agreed with me, let me know in the comments. If you don't, also let me know. I want you to put your ranked perks in the comments, and maybe you could change my opinion. I don't know, but yeah, that has been the video, and ladies and gentlemen, this is Jay out.